Alrighty, hello and welcome back. Oh god, that's a card photo, isn't it? uh, decided, let's play some little Dinkum. Oh yes, my little dingo bows. I need a pop bed, like. Alright, Yeah, so it's sad that it affairs when this house is bigger than your actual place you're living. Oh, I'm just like so sent off by like the layout on this one because I like who didn't play Wolf that long ago, so mm. Oh, turkey something. Oh, I can kidnap a turkey. Oh, there's no back bit. That's actually really nice. That was a good design choice. I guess I can get you a butterfly. Dude, you can't really complain about how long you work at your shop when it's your shop. Like, you're the one choosing to work those hours, buddy. I guess you can still complain about it, but you kind of get what I mean by that. It's just like, you're the one choosing to work those hours. If it's your shop. Oh, extra! Chicken extra lives on. Sadly, other extra doesn't. That's like the saddest thing ever. I feel like sometimes I gotta stop being like too much of a bull at a gate for some things, some things I say. I guess I can hunt down that thing. I don't think Dingo's that weak. Dingo doesn't have a weapon. Other than the copper spears. I guess at least Dingo's got something. Hello! Okay, so it's telling me there's 3 different houses. Guest houses. And 3 different houses. Been updated like recently too. Hmm. Think you're gonna pilot license today as I am. Dinger doesn't have one speed, I'm guessing. Ross is being annoying to me, and same with the headphones at the moment. It's kind of annoying. And I'm like just like, that little bit like tired from like waking up. Still like waking up, I guess annoying, that's a better way of explaining. Hello, mate. I feel like he's changed a bit. Maybe it's me. Oh, I don't have anything for you. I think I got a big egg. Oh, I don't. One or the other. I think this is a big egg, isn't it? No, this is a normal chicken egg. Well, sadly, I can't do that for you, buddy. I just wanted to see what Dingo looks like, you know? Underneath the bandana. Oh god, I think this might have improved. Oh. Witchcraft. As long as this benefit us, I don't care what you're doing. Unless it's some really dark thing that's gonna hurt us in the future, you're wild. That's my opinion. I need a black tank, that's what I need. The sneakers, but I don't know if Dingo feels like getting the city look on them or not. I always feel like, you know, you could definitely tell when someone from like, if I say someone lives who lives out in the bush, Australia, to someone who lives out in the city just by their clothing. You know? Oh, I'm still owning from making your tired other two. Yeah, you could definitely tell because like when you start getting towards the city, you start getting into better coving type of styles and places. I guess it's not as bad as it probably was at one point, like really bad before like deliveries really became a thing. But it's still like a thing around that you do still have that problem where it's like you could definitely tell the difference. Because I did this to someone before. If I ever go back to if I ever go visit the family, it's still in that rural area. I'll stick out like a sore thumb. Even like, especially after like first time where I used to be, first time actually moving to the city, I'll still stick out like a sore thumb even where I was before then. And I'll probably will actually once I start to get like intimate into the clothing style and then the look of the city, I will stick out like a sore thumb where I was before, you know? Like you usually can tell. Oh, okay. I guess you can have the crocodile meat. This one I'm not tried. I've tried kangaroo. This kangaroo is easy to get. And of late, kangaroo has actually been like cheaper than like beef. Last time I bought meat, it was beef because they had it really on discount for like $10 a kilo. Like it was pretty cheap. But before then, I got the kangaroo for about $14 a kilo. Like that is, and then the beef then was like close to $20. Like wow, and beef is meant to be like second cheapest meat. Actually, I don't know. Maybe pork is cheaper, but I know chicken is cheaper. Oh, I'll take this. Oh yeah, I forgot Dingo's favorite gear. Do we have a bug man? Yeah, we do. Let's get some. Oh, I've delivered a magpie. Congratulations to me. Oh, like how the flies just disappeared. Oh yeah, I forgot we have a copper problem. What's this? Oh, is that what that thing is? The yellow glass butterfly? I'm like, I've never seen this butterfly, and they keep like requesting it. That's one of my train forwarders, and no wonder I've never seen it. Bloody camouflage, it's too bloody small, and it just camouflages into the background. Oh, there's the flowers after. my cup's out of water. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. Did they change it like then and now, like back to where it used to be? I feel like like the last time I was playing this, at least for a little while. I think with Dingo too. They weren't like watering the garden as much as they did before, which was both good and bad for you. I don't know. I feel like I like that they water the garden. Like at least have them like it's nice to have them like water the garden after a little while when you're too busy. It's a bit like you kind of get it. It's like you both like it and don't like it at the same time. But I think I would like it to be there than not, because if my guy isn't gonna water in the morning, then I've probably forgotten about it or get too busy trying to do another job. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like you're so limited to do those jobs before you go off and do a bigger job. Like if I wanted to go down the mines all day long, I have to water that before I go. But if I know someone else is gonna water it, then I can maximize that day and focus on other jobs to do. And it's kind of nice that they water it too. It feels like they're Johnny and or maybe there should be a trigger, like a way of switching it on and off. Maybe that's the most ideal way of having it. I don't know. But I do like it. I feel like, and I want to say, like, were they able to water it or not? Ah, I'm gonna be fishing all day. Like, hey, bad cock. I don't know how good the sound sounds in here yet. I need to fine adjust everything, including like the graphics on this one, because I realize it's still like not proper HD yet. But I guess, hey, I mean it's HD at least, like 720. It's just not. Oh, I'm making a plan. No bugger. What? You look what you made me done. I've destroyed the dingo's home. Bloody hillbillies. I'll deal with the little bugger now. Cool dingoes. So hi guys, it's all good and all under control. It's a Sunday. No one's bloody working. I like how Sunday in Australian cultures has become like a day off when you're not religious. Don't know if I planned that or it just popped up. Maybe she did. What else do I gotta do, Oh god, no. Okay, I'm on the works now. They can't get me up here. Famous last words. Two types of butterfly. I need the moon butterfly. What the hell is this there? They're like all infested in the village. Look, buggers. I feel like their spawning might have been like when the generation of this village, a generation of town might have been a bit up. I probably should have. But I guess it might have been more on dingoes due to the choice of positions. So. What do I put out on the floor? Might switch this out and then I'll go and plant these. Might move that chat back to the homelands, but I don't have the inventory space. Don't know. I think I need to find the orange butterfly now. Or maybe, no, this is the other one, isn't it? Yes. No, it could be fee. Don't set that button. I probably should have done it. There's that stuff up there. Other that, oh well. Oh no, hang on. I'm pretty sure this might be over here. Yeah. I was thinking of starting like a little industrial pink farm. I was thinking of manually set correctly on this one. I ended up actually with Wolf ended up getting one of the fancy swords. I should probably do that with Dingo. Put them the fancy sword. I'm surprised those bug cages and got more interesting. What are these orange butterflies like? Every time you want, even if they're common butterfly, it's like no pipe spear. Oh my god. How about big boy? I just with the homestead, the biggest problem with them is that they're gonna bite hard. They're not bloody gonna poison you. Much as like the wetbacks and I can't remember the other one. I actually figured yeah, but for my sister's little trip to the hospital after like possibly getting bitten by a spider. Oh, she was bitten by something, so it probably was a spider because you know, dusting around the spiders and they all fall on top of her. That's how it goes sometimes. And yeah, we figured there was a funnel web. That's what I was after. A funnel web violet, not as bad as the black funnel web. I think it was a brown funnel web. I think it was. YM and also the wetback, and I was thinking we're too city for the wetback. I feel like because I'm not really seeing like, you know, like I feel like you see a lot more of the wetback out in like rural lands than you do see in any type of like built up area. I feel like wetbacks really just like being out in the bush. They're bush boys. I always feel like. But they aren't too bad. The biggest problem with them, like, unless you react bad, like, they aren't the worst one to get bitten by. Unless you're young and, like, a child, basically, then, yeah, you got a problem. And you should go to the hospital immediately. Like, even if you just got get bitten and you're not out in the zoinks, you should go straight to the emergency. Or even, either way, you should go. Because, you know, you could be allergic to it. I think she had a bit of an allergic reaction. I feel like I'm letting this out like a bit, you know. I'm gonna attach to the trains. Okay. I guess I haven't experienced bad trains that much. Like, the trains that we have here are decent, better than the buses. I don't know, I feel like when it comes to trains, there's just something about them that makes them feel nicer than a bus. Like, I was gonna go somewhere where I could easily, like, I guess the train was shorter too, and only like 10-minute walk, I was thinking, really. And then I had to instead spend that time on a bus, and it will take about that same amount of time. Although by the time you get out of like the train station now, your walk is pretty much done. Because you're spending all that time just trying to get out the train station now with that 10-minute walk. That's kind of funny. But that was like one of the saddest shopping centers I've ever seen. No problem, I was even like that. You know, if I was to like send a video of that, you wouldn't like show a video of something of that. You wouldn't think that was like pretty much in the middle of the city. You wouldn't think that has any like urbanization around it at all, really, except for the town. Like you see that there's some little town out in the middle of nowhere, you would think. Okay, my dude needs to go home. Even they always around it too. That's like one of the saddest areas I've been around for where I am now. Like, ugh. I think it could be with some older areas too, which is probably the sad reason. Yeah, actually kind of makes sense if it is one of the oldest areas. Which is probably the saddest thing. But that's usually how a lot of these old areas go. We're not shooting as much in the city. I think there's one station that I went past, and I was thinking that, you know, out of all things, I kind of don't want them to like knock it down, like, because it's very like old station. Still got the old station there for the most part, and like you can't go inside or anything like that. But I feel like it's a bit of a charm just keeping that old station there because it's actually one of the only stations that is still like leveled too with the tram, so it's not that like bad. Oh no, I think it's you who wanted the. No, you wanted the other one. Damn it. Oh, it was that's in yeah, no, that's just gonna be the face that distinguishes him from everybody else. Oh, really cool hair, dude. I actually really like his hair. I feel like his hair's always really nice. I feel like that's like everybody's got that cool hair, you know. I mean, you should be proud of your hair, man. With dead straight or curly like that, or actually proper curly, proper like I guess not proper curly. It's like curly like that's got its own like curl. I think it's a certain name to the curl as well. And then you got curly hair that's a little less like that fine. That's what mine is when it gets big. Mine's kind of curly, but it doesn't get that like fine. I mean that was kind of obvious. I mean not really. That's kind of actually goes and shows my view of ways because you know being brainwashed all these years to well, light skin tone is not the best way to think about things, you know. But oddly enough, that's like not only one that's really like big and like big famous because you tend to be like I don't know, later on, like after the while tend to got like more accepting everybody else like being I don't know where I'm going with this, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like when it comes to like the Windsor and Tulsa and stuff, there's a lot of like heavy like old like you know old like brainwashing generation culture stuff. behind that more than like, I don't know, I feel like you tend to be more open to other races tend to be in like other type of ethnic, I guess race is a horrible word, other type of ethnic groups being mixed, then I don't know. I don't think I'm explaining this I didn't explain this horribly. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say sometimes, and you know, that kind of gets me in a hole. If you guys understand. I do feel like there's a lot of hidden stuff behind that. And it's inevitable, you know. There's a lot of hidden stuff like behind all that that's bad. Oh yeah, and then you also like, you know, I guess it's something between being educated for something overseas. Like, technically, I've got more education about Japan than I did of Aboriginal culture. Like, what? You can kind of see why I'm a bit more like more bitter and angry at that, because you know I want more culture education around, you know, the people who have basically lived here. Like, it's pretty good. I like that. I like learning the Japanese stuff and all that. Even when I was put in there, well, I liked it or not, you know. I don't know, you know, whoever thought putting the possible dyslexic person in there, like, at least, you know, it did help me learn something about myself, is that my problem isn't that I can't speak any language. My problem is that I can't pick up certain things of a language, which is spelling and writing. Like, if I lived over in any country overseas, and I probably will, unless the words are really long. Like, I wouldn't probably go very well in the country that has really long words. But I feel like if I went to like Japan and lived there, like, I would actually be able to talk it. Not spell and not be able to spell right, but I'll be able to talk the language, or any language really. I feel like, you know, given enough time. It's a very interesting thing to think about, isn't it? Like, I wouldn't be able to spell right. Like, some foreigners can spell white better than me. I'm like, yeah, you're doing pretty good for yourself if you can do, if your writing or spelling is better than mine of another of your second language. So yeah, you're doing a good job. But I do feel like I am capable of learning to speak another language enough to like get around, you know. I feel like that I feel like that's like in the realm of possibilities. Do these actually do any? Can I like throw these in? Like, no. Surely, if I just scoop out the guts in those plants and put it in the water, I can make something out of it, or make jam out of it. Actually, that's how you make jam. uh, I just described the progress of making jam. Yeah. Hmm. Make sure the garbage can here, keep the area nice and clean. We don't have any birds that come down and pick out of the cans. These magpies are bush boys. They're not city boys or city buggers. Oh, Turkey's still doing a little dance. You know what? Um, hey mate, what's up? I feel like I just like jumped 50 million like speech cultures there. Come on, Turkey. You know you want to get in the cage. Thank you. Woo! Yeah, I did see that one coming. I'm like, oh no, I think it's gonna walk in there. No, Dingo. Ah, this will like save me a lot of stress and pain. Just being like no walls around it. I like how they use the ground to hide up hide the extra bit of like fancy, but then when it's like on this hill, you get to see it peeking through. Not a very clever way of getting rid of it. I was actually went for a look for lights, like for my desk or for like nearby where I go sleep. I didn't actually find any desk lights I really liked either, which is a bit sad. Like I thought they had more lights, you know. It's a big, fancy like Pacific light shop, and it's like, no, we don't really have many like lights suiting that type of predicament. I don't think the lady had an easy time understanding me. Oh, yeah, I have to go back to that area some more track today too, I think. It's still nice running around it. And they expanded, like, you know, this area where I could put the traps around, like, I visually expanded it. They walk there, then they walk there, man. I'm not gonna stop everything. If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen, you know? Hello, extra. I'm still invaded by crocodiles, which is kind of annoying. Oh, okay, you want me down now for crocodile. That could be workable too. Oh yeah, we gotta put in like the pot plants and fun instead of just having one. Style, you know? Let's go out for adventures for these alpha things. They're on budgets though. I might go for this first. Where is my motorbike these days? Here we go. Oh my god, what? We can pin multiple things? What is this? Oh no, they're pinned as well. Like, I really want to go to one over here. I feel like Dingo's needs to start getting on a jacket soon. Okay. Oh, I guess it probably is a bit cold outside. Dingo's well. I'm actually starting to get to... Yeah, my season is almost summer. Yeah. Yeah, it is summer, actually. No, it isn't quite yet. Summer's next month, and next month is not far away. Holy shit. Motorbike, get back here. Motorbike's like, bye. You know, I just like eventually came to the realization like yesterday that I'm almost beanie for like a month. Look, I just went over the kangaroo's tail. I gotta do more of mine. I'm actually been busy making mud cake assets, so I guess it's a bit of a spoiler, isn't it? So I decided to make a whole new asset list of all the mud cakes, and it's been going pretty well. For me at the moment. I think the devil ones are the more annoying one. I'm surprised we don't have an alpha dingo. We don't we? I guess no one wants to hurt the poor dingoes. I don't know what I'd do if there is an alpha dingo sign. Like, oh my god. But I hope they are like the only one without an alpha version, you know, just because, you know, one of them is gonna be special. I feel like it kind of makes sense for the Dingo as well. Oh, there's a shiny disc. Can this even be double-sided? Was that ever a thing? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm gonna dump this dirt off my shovel. I think it might have been. I don't fully remember. And she had a lot of these like unrecorded discs, you know, record stuff on a DVD hanging around. Before like moved to the last place I was at. I don't know. I feel like with tape, I feel like you use taped like VCRs. What they called? Yeah, was that what they was you called? I'm just calling them by the slang name, and I don't think a lot of people know that. You know, those black scare boxes, just so then we're all on the white page, if that's giving us enough detail. Yeah, so the shortening for those paper, like, I don't know, it seems like a weird shortening for it, doesn't it? Thinking about it. Yeah, I think that is very strange slang sounding. Yeah, I feel like you're more likely to tape something than you were to record it on a CD. I guess there was a whole bloody slang around it, so clearly there's something there. If you guys know what I mean, like. But I guess it's the shortening for them. What the? Why do you want to die off my bike? I should have bought something to eat, dude. No, I guess it's not worse. I almost hate, like, slow weapons. I'm just, like, no good with slow weapons. As I say, I'm wrecking this dude. I don't know, I just like the speed of stuff. Like, I don't know. I just don't like the slow, strong weapons, especially when it comes to, like, long distance ones. Ah, pity doesn't cook my meat. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, especially when it comes to, like, long distance. Weapons, I tend to hate it more. Like, it's tolerable when it's small distance like that. But still not much like it, especially when it comes to more heavy combat dependent games. Oh, I didn't realize there's achievements there. My bottle's just like wide in the load of that. Like, that's why I didn't realize they were there and existing. I feel like having like chills again. Like, the restaurants are that far away. Like, first few like weeks have been like, I had a lot of that. It's like one of my more favorable like snacks. Because at one point, you know, where I was living at one point before it closed down, like where I was before then and then before that. Oh god, this is gonna get worse. Yeah, basically when I was like pretty much like the first place I moved outside, like first day I moved outside of like the bush. Basically the coast, actually. Maybe that's a good idea of calling that area the coastlands that I once lived in. The first coastlands and then the second coastlands. Maybe that's what I should be calling it. Yeah, the second coast area that I lived in, which is the one before now. And then the first coast area, which is there before that. I end up like towards the end, and I'm going to this place, pretty much like churro place, franchise tours place for like churros place for like every week or something like that. I think it was. So I managed to be able to get like. It's such a pretty interesting to think about how much interest has gone up. Like I was, I guess yeah. And for COVID especially, I was able to get it every single week. Like I think I did it like fortnight at one point and weekly, and then I like didn't want to like come along down there because I didn't want to spend all day like because I had to go shopping if I wanted to come along for that. And yeah, it was pretty nice. And then at one point they closed down when I was at the last place about oh well, it's kind of after co noise. Yeah, then they closed down. I think about the second year I was living at the last place, or yeah, third or second year was thereabouts. I follow the river. Yeah, something I always find very interesting. What that saying that follow the river, like around what they call the Great Dividing Range in Australia. They got lost because they were following the rivers, what they usually would do, but the locals knew exactly where to go because they didn't follow the rivers. It was a very interesting story to hear about. I can't remember if I heard that from like, the place on the coast, like the first coast place I went to, which were further away from it than I was before. Like in the bush, I was pretty much over the other side of it. It's interesting, isn't it? Like you came from like one side of it, then you went to the other side of it to the more populated area. Like the population between on one side of the Great Dividing Range is big. The difference. Like that Great Dividing Range is horrible to get around with too. Like I think at one point they did have a train, now they don't. And it's pretty much because, like, especially I come from, like, New South Wales, the Great Dividing Range area. You can only get to a certain point before it's like, oh, you need a car. Right. I wonder how many people actually have the problem where they're stuck on the other side of the Great Dividing Range because they don't have a car. I guess you can walk it. It wouldn't be that hard to walk. Especially if there's a bus track. If you really needed to, I feel like it is possible because the two towns around it are far, but if you really needed to, if you really can't find help from someone to get like to one side to the other side, like it wouldn't be that hard because at least I find with one bus tends to, once you get to one town over on like the east side of the Great Dividing Range, it tends to be like there's like a town where you can easily get a bus to all the way up here, all the way up to the city actually, I think both ways too, all the way up to all the way down south and then all the way up to the north too. Pretty decent. Like you'd be able to get to pretty much anywhere you want once you get out of that area. Like there was, I don't think that, as far as I know, I don't think there was transportation to one side of that area to the other side of. If so, there was no transportation over the Great Dividing Range. There might be, but at least in that area there wasn't. If memory serves me correctly. That was actually I haven't been to that area since it got burnt down by the Tenny bushfires. Wait, I just told you guys how long ago since I've been to that area. It's probably going to be the last time I visit that area, actually thinking about it. Because I've got no other way of getting down to that area. It's actually kind of sad to think about. Like, I didn't even know at the time that that would probably be the last time I'd be there. But, you know, I could be wrong. I feel like, you know, it probably could be in that realm of possibilities. I like did not have a great sleep last night. Like that's probably why I'm half tired as well. Like, I don't like a horrible experience and then nightmare feel like proper nightmare. Like, oh my god. A mighty sea. Now I get the joke. I think it's meant to be Vegemite. Oh, look at that. I actually get it better now because I can see what they're trying to go for. I'm gonna wait till everything is like watered before I can get into there. Yeah, I feel like I get the joke a bit more now. If that's what they're trying to go for. I might kidnap some of the kangaroo poos. Oh, there's a full-on fish in here? That's mine. I'm gonna sell it. Of course, you know. Oh, yes, custom home kit, please. Okay, my home looks okay, but you know, there's a certain amount of like, I don't know, I just don't like the full look of that, you know? House is tolerable. I actually ended up getting some really cool snacks yesterday, which was really nice. And I never realized like how like some just simply getting like snacks like that. Like I was trying to get like proper food, but you know, I never fully realized like the power of that. The power of just getting snacks, you know. It's interesting. Here you all go. God, yeah, I feel like they're just trying to whip me off. I don't have any more of the little pussies. Oh my god. What is this? I didn't get them all. I think Wolf got them all. I have to show you guys what they all look like, you know. Catch a fly. No problems, mate. Unless they all go for hiatus, you know, there's like, you know what? We are no longer here. I think that might be a problem. Oh, I'm trying to kidnap the poor lady. Oh my god, I can stumble through the bins? Oh god, this is good. They must have seen it in Stardew Valley and been like, yes, this is what we need. Yeah, I can kind of guess the... I guess it's not really ibises around, so you can't... Oh, I guess you call yourself a magpie, you know? I think magpie sounds more fun than the other one. No one wants to water my plants today? Okay, whatever. Wait, I have a job to do at the moment. The new Lost Island. I feel like, I want to go with the new Lost Island vibe. Feels like it'll be a good job. Mate, can I talk to you? Were you dipping your feet in the waters? Me pie might be a lot to ask for, buddy. Look at that crocodile's eyeing us off over here. Um, and we should have water safety. That includes not being in the water. Or crocodile safety, I mean. Where is, Witch Lady? Could you, like, figure out a spell to ward off these, crocodiles, please? Witch Lady? Maybe I should suggest that. Mate, do you know how to get rid of the crocodiles? That doesn't involve me doing too much work. I guess you're the one telling me to murder this thing, so I don't know. If even they know, like, alternative ways to end things. Oh, even just a way of deterring them. Like, does anybody know things like what crocodiles don't like, They're kind of annoying. I think I was watching someone on YouTube. I haven't watched too deep in the series where they had a similar problem with the crocodiles. Although Wolf doesn't have too many crocodile problems. I'm compared having a hard time. What's the time? I might actually end the video here today, on this day. I'll do that later. That's for next episode. So I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, I'll wait for this actually. Almost perfect, What? Oh, look at those little puffs. It's hard to start the little myrtles. It can be very confusing when you're trying to separate them from the lilies, but I guess the lilies always have their own style too. Alright. Hope you have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.